It began like the gentle unfolding of spring after a long winter, the kind of story that makes even the calmest hearts flutter with a sense of quiet excitement. Before we dive into what truly happened, don't forget to subscribe for more heartwarming celebrity moments and stories that make you believe in destiny again. Because what unfolded between Kim Go-eun and Lee Min-ho that evening didn't feel like a scripted scene from a drama, it felt like life itself decided to write its own romantic episode. The night had begun simply enough, with lights shimmering across Seoul like spilled stars. Fans had gathered outside a grand event hall where the air buzzed with the thrill of possibility. Inside, the stage was bathed in soft gold, and cameras waited like patient witnesses. It was an award ceremony celebrating some of the brightest talents in the Korean entertainment industry. No one knew that before the night ended, a single sentence from Lee Min-ho would send an entire fandom into chaos, the kind of chaos that trended worldwide within minutes. Kim Go-eun sat quietly among her peers, elegant and composed, her smile polite yet distant, the way celebrities often wear their poise like armor. She had learned long ago that in an industry of endless gazes, the smallest expression could become a headline. But that evening, something in her eyes betrayed her calm, a flicker, almost imperceptible, that hinted she felt the air shifting. Lee Min-ho had just been called to the stage. He moved with that familiar grace, tall, charming, his every step measured yet natural. The applause rose like a wave, cresting with admiration. Cameras followed him as though magnetized, and flashes painted his silhouette in bursts of white light. He accepted his trophy with a low bow, his voice steady as he thanked his fans, his team, his family. It was the kind of speech everyone expected, respectful, warm, a little teasing. But then, the tone changed. Because he looked out over the crowd, paused, and smiled in a way that felt deliberate, a smile that lingered on a single person in the front rows. And every fan, every journalist, every camera followed his gaze, until they found her. Kim Go-eun. Her hands froze mid-clap. Her eyes widened, the way one does when the spotlight suddenly finds them. The murmur rippled through the audience, curious, playful, uncertain. And then Lee Min-ho laughed softly into the microphone, that quiet laugh that fans knew too well. The kind that always meant trouble. You know, he began, voice low but carried effortlessly across the room. I once joked that my ideal type is someone who can challenge me, surprise me, and make me laugh even on my most difficult days. The audience listened, leaning forward. Tonight, I realize I've already met that person. A collective gasp, the sharp inhale of 1,000 hearts beating faster. Kim Go-eun blinked, her expression a mixture of disbelief and embarrassment. She shook her head slightly, smiling, but her cheeks, oh, they betrayed her. A soft, rosy blush crept up her skin like the first hint of dawn. The room erupted. People clapped, shouted, laughed. The host nearly dropped his cue cards. Twitter, Instagram, and every fan forum in existence caught fire. The camera zoomed in, and suddenly, there it was, that moment frozen in digital eternity, Lee Min-ho smiling at her with quiet affection, and Kim Go-eun blushing like a character caught in her own drama. And then, just when the noise began to settle, he said the words that no one, not even the boldest fan, had dared to imagine. She's not just someone special, he said with that knowing grin. She's my future wife. The crowd screamed. Reporters scrambled. The host covered his mouth in shock. And Kim Go-eun. She hid her face behind her hands, laughter spilling out despite herself. The blush deepened until it was the color of her dress, and her shoulders shook with that helpless mix of joy and disbelief. For a brief, shining instant, reality blurred. It didn't matter that no engagement had been announced, or that fans had spent years speculating about their chemistry. In that room, under those lights, with his voice echoing across the hall, it felt like the world had stopped just to witness something beautifully reckless. The internet, of course, had other plans. Within minutes, clips flooded social media. Lee Min-ho calls Kim Jo-eun his future wife, screamed across headlines. Fan edits popped up faster than anyone could count, mixing scenes from The King, Eternal Monarch with the real-life footage. The comment sections were a chaotic storm of disbelief, tears, memes, and heart emojis. Backstage, things were quieter, at least for a moment. Kim Go-eun sat in her dressing room, her hands still trembling slightly. Her manager hovered nearby, trying not to smile too widely. "You know this is going to break the internet, right?" he teased. She groaned softly, covering her face again. "Why does he always do this to me?" But the truth, though she'd never admit it out loud, was that her heart had been racing since the moment his eyes found hers. Meanwhile, Lee Min-ho was fielding a barrage of questions from reporters. "Was that a joke? Are you confirming something? What did you mean by future wife?" He dodged them all with the charm of a man who knew exactly what he was doing. "Let's just say," he told them with a wink, "the future is full of surprises." And with that, he disappeared into the night. The next morning, Seoul woke up to a digital storm. News outlets dissected every second of the moment. Fans replayed her blush in slow motion. Stylists compared their outfits for hidden meanings, matching colors, one post shouted. Brand accounts joined the frenzy with playful tweets, "Even our lipstick can't hide that kind of blush." But beyond the noise, there was something else happening. Something softer. People began revisiting their old drama together, remembering the way they looked at each other in scenes that suddenly felt too real. Old interviews resurfaced, moments when they teased each other, moments when silence said more than words ever could. In every clip, fans saw it, that unspoken connection, that warmth that wasn't entirely acting. And now, with one sentence, it all made sense. Later that week, Lee Min-ho was spotted arriving at a coffee shop in Gangnam, dressed casually, sunglasses hiding his eyes but not his smile. Paparazzi swarmed, hoping for another headline. Moments later, Kim Go-eun appeared, hair tied loosely, a quiet grace about her. They greeted each other with a laugh, a brief hug, and suddenly the world had proved that maybe, just maybe, the line between fiction and reality was never so clear. They talked for nearly an hour, oblivious to the flashes. Some fans who witnessed it described it as something out of a movie. She leaned in, he laughed, he brushed something from her hair, and she blushed again, that unmistakable pink spreading across her cheeks. It was enough to send the internet into meltdown.